My Silk is finally rank 5 ascended, and I actually did this a while ago, but it took me a long time to get a video out on it because every time I played her in Battlegrounds I felt like she was banned, but I got enough fights here that I can finally make a decent showcase of her in Battlegrounds. A lot of these are stream clips, so the quality might be not that good, but at the same time there are some really good looking fights, so I hope you enjoy seeing them. We're starting off against this Absorbing Man here, and this is one of my favorite matchups for Silk, as she handles pretty much everything that makes Absman a problem. You just control the regen really easily, and if you know how to manage his forms, it's a really good time. Also, you have Sunder for his crit resist, and yeah, just like that, he's dead in 1 SP2 in 34 seconds, so that is a really good first matchup, if I do say so myself. And next up, we're going to have even a better matchup against a rank 3 Ebony Maw. So the largest possible Ebony Maw you can acquire in the game, and I'm going to be using Silk here, trying to see how fast I can do it, and hopefully it'll be fast enough to outspeed this Chavez versus this Kindred. And we're going to go in, and the only thing we really need to worry about is making sure that once Maw places that Fury buff on me from his SP1, I don't let him throw another SP1 before it expires, because then it'll get nullified on me, and I will have to take the degen. But we don't usually ever have to worry about Maw's Falter, which is great just because of the fact that we're knocking him down constantly. So we're going to go for the SP2 straight out the gate, just because I know I have enough damage to do it, and I know I just got the relic, so it's plenty enough damage. And just like that, we get some nice crits, and he dies in 30 seconds. We threw like a 150k SP2 in just 30 seconds of the fight, which is insane. But next up we have Jessica Jones, and I really like Silk for this matchup because you have that slow, and the Unstoppable is Jessica's main defensive quality. She doesn't really have that much else, except for the fact that she's actually very tanky, so once she gets a big resistance up active, we're going to be doing not that much damage to her, but at the same time we're still hitting decently hard and have a decent speed to this fight, so gonna knock her down here. Nice crits on the heavy attack, bait an SP2, and we'll see how much damage it does, after I throw mine, I mean. But she's got 5 investigation now, which is definitely a lot, and it's a little frustrating, but we're doing fine. We're just going to throw an SP2 here, and we have the weaknesses on us, which definitely is annoying, because our SP2 actually very little damage because of those weaknesses, but it's alright. She's gonna die pretty fast, and we still have that slow up, so she's perfectly controlled. And 4%, we're gonna dex the SP1, and then she's gonna die right there. So there's JJ in 56 seconds, which is pretty good. Next up I have a Kindred, and I don't even like Silk for Kindred that much, just because of his stun immunity mainly, because it makes him very frustrating to get your lines, because of the fact that, you know, Silk really likes to stun, and when he's going stun immune all the time, it actually kind of sucks. But and honestly, this Kindred being a lower rank makes it harder, because that means he's going stun immune more. Basically, he activates his Dread Aura every 25% health he loses, so if he's at a lower rank, he's losing health faster. So I unironically would rather fight a higher ranked Kindred than this one, but it's alright, we're going to do a decent job. I'm actually going to mess up and go for an SP3 instead of an SP2. I didn't go for an SP2 here because I thought it would kill him too early, because I want to have a bar of power right before he dies so that the root goes away. So I ended up just not throwing special attacks. If this was a higher ranked Kindred, I for sure would have thrown that SP2 and it would have been a lot better, but we're going to go for an SP3 here. And I'm actually going to take a combo because I'm bad, but it's alright. We're going to trigger the root, and then once the root is triggered, we're just going to throw the SP3, and then he's going to die. So we finished at decent health, don't take any degen damage, just damage because I messed up. That's the only damage we actually took. And I believe we lose the round, but that's because I gave him like a rank 3 Hulk fight or something, so what are you even going to do? Next up, we have Hulkling. Silk is really good for Hulkling. Once you get him in the corner, any regen he has is pretty much irrelevant, and also we hit him so much that it doesn't even matter if he goes indestructible that much, because we're constantly triggering it so fast that he's not able to gain charges extremely fast because we play so aggressively. Baiting SP1s is not ideal. You want to push him to SP2s, but it's alright. We're gonna... Actually, I probably should not have... Yeah, I definitely should not have thrown that relic. I messed up, and I just made the fight a lot longer. But, it's okay. We're gonna go for an SB2. Not there, for some reason. I don't know why I didn't throw the SB2 there. I'm really screwing up this fight, but it's okay. We go for the SB3 instead, which is a decent rotation. Basically, after the SB3, they're stunned, and then you can go for an SB2 just by stun locking them. So I definitely should have gone for an SB2 in this fight, but I think I just messed it up, which is fine, because he's going to go down all the same. Just, it could have been a lot faster, and he's going to die before we even get to the SB2 just because we punched so hard and we have that heal reversal. So 62 seconds, and it could have been like 40, but that's alright. Next up we have a Rintra, and this is a really good matchup for Silk, as once he's in the corner, you know, you have the slow, so he can't go unstoppable. You also have the Sunder off your SB2, making his crit resist irrelevant. You also have the fact that Silk reduces ruptures on herself by 90% duration, so you don't even take a lot of rupture damage if he magically gets ruptures active. And you're knocking him down constantly because of your heavy attacks being able to chain into, so he's not getting a lot of mystical charges anyway. She's literally like just a perfect counter for Rintra. And he's got a massive health pool, but that doesn't matter because Silk punches super hard. And this Rintra is a lower rank than my Silk, but this SB2 is going to be like a bunch of overkill, so it doesn't even matter. If that was a higher ranked Rintra, he might have been alive at like 10% health. But it's okay, we won the round anyway. So last up is a Nick Fury, and it is worth mentioning this is definitely a lower rank Nick Fury, but I had the fight recorded, and it's class advantage, so you might as well see how it works anyway. This is from an older meta, with the, what was it? It was like steady build up unblockable, if I remember correctly. So we get a nice heavy attack there. He's already down to 50% health, and we're going to go chain into the SB2. Like I said, this is a lower rank Nick, so this might not always bring him to second life immediately. But then again, that was a lot of overkill, so if this was like a rank 5 Nick, it still might have. So yeah, Silk versus Nick is not a terrible matchup. Once you get into the second life, it's actually a lot more frustrating just because you can't stun. But you can also throw a relic just without heavying into it, and then you can heavy right after the relic because you still have the relic stun, which allows you to get a Fury into your special attack. So that is an option you have. But we're going to throw the SB2 without any Furies, and it's definitely going to be enough because, again, it's only a rank 4 Nick. So there is that Nick fight. Lost the round, but it's alright. And that is my rank 5 Ascended Silk Showcase in Battlegrounds. I honestly wish I even had more fights, but I'll definitely be uploading a lot more Silk content soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.